Let's look at the Sentinel Security Life electronic application. So in this example, we're going to do a Medicare Supplement app. And like a lot of other videos we've created, we're going to break this out into 4 parts. First, we're going to access and open the e-app. Then we'll complete the e-app. We're going to add your client's payment information. And then finally, we'll sign the app and have your client sign the app as well. So we're going to go to sslco.com. And from there, we'll go to Agents menu, Sign In. And from here, we'll have to put in our username, our email address, and a password. So 3 pieces of information just to sign in. Once we're ready, log in. Now, once you've signed in, you get to the portal, and from here, we're going to go over to Electronic Application. And I don't know if your screen will look like this, but for mine, I kind of have to scroll side to side. Things are a little wider than they should be, but we're going to jump in and we're going to do an electronic application with Firelight. So, start electronic application. Now from here, we're going to start a new application. Select the state and the product type. We're going to do Medicare Supplement, but you can see you can do annuities, hospital indemnity, Med Supps, and whole life. So let's do a Med Supp, and to continue, we click on this item here. Okay, this is just showing us the required forms, and we're going to create a new app. And here's where you'll give it a name that means something to you, and I would just recommend that you be consistent each time you do one of these. So I'm going to name it by the last name of the client, comma, first name. So Testy Testerson is our client. Okay, now the app loads, and Firelight is the name of the system this runs on, and the good thing about it is it looks like a paper app. The bad thing about it is it looks like a paper app. So the beauty of e-apps is that in most cases you only see what you need to do. Some e-apps from other carriers are a little smarter in that if you don't need to see a question, you won't, and that just decreases confusion. But in this case, I have some mixed feelings on how this system works, but at any rate, let's just dive in and complete the app. So we're going to do a brand new policy, so Med Supp coverage. So everything in a red outline is what you'll need to use. And we are going to use the voice signature option here. So, some of this is a little hard to see, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit to make that easier. But we're going to choose that right off the bat. We are going to sign with electronic signature. And you can read this too, but applicant will need to create a PIN number for the telephone signature. So there's going to be a registration number and a PIN number. Okay, so Medicare Supplement coverage, there's our agent name, agent writing number, and we're going to do Med Supp plan, and we're going to do Plan G. There is no applicant B, so we're going to hit no. We're going to request the effective date to be January 1st, mail policy to the agent, and then we put in our client info. And this is just auto-filling because I've done it before, but in most cases you're going to have to fill this out manually. Same mailing address, home phone, email address, date of birth. We're going to make that 1953. Client is a male, born in Illinois. Social. 6'0", 200 pounds, no tobacco, no ESRD, and then from here we'll click on the right arrow to go to the next page. So here's where your applicant, you'll have to choose yes or no for each of these questions. We've received the people with Medicare and outline of coverage. Are you covered under Part A? Yes. The effective date is 2018. Covered under Part B. Same thing there. Have not turned 65 in the last 6 months. And I'm just looking for the red outlines on the questions. If they're not red, we can sort of ignore them. I'm going to say no to the guaranteed issue period. We don't have another policy in place. So since there are no more red blanks, we're going to click the next page. Have you had any health insurance in the last 63 days? I'm going to try to get away with just clicking no just to speed this along. But if you were to hit yes, you'll just have to fill in some details on that info. Okay, are you covered through Medicaid? No. Household discount, we're going to choose no. Initial premium. So that's a little confusing. We have to select the modal first. So we're going to do ACH monthly. When we click that, it fills in the blanks for us. Okay? Like my monthly premium to come from checking on the first day of each month. Then we'll put in the name of the bank, the routing number, and the account number. So let's go next page. And now we're on to the medical questions. And I'm just going to buzz through these and choose no on everything. Okay, now if your client has meds, you'll need to enter those here. And those only light up if you choose yes on this question. But we're just going to choose no. And go to the next page. That's more medications. We can't choose those because we chose no on the previous page. We're not applying for life insurance, so we're going to skip that. Then read these statements to your applicant, and your applicant needs to understand what they're selecting here. So I wish to apply for a Med Supp policy. Check that. And this is saying, it's electronically signed. There's no second agent. We're going to go to the next page. We don't have any other policies in place, so we're going to skip that. We want to draft the premium. We're going to go today's date. Okay, and next page. Now, for some reason, this page is blank, so we'll hit next again. And we'll just hit next. Here's the authorization to release confidential medical information. All these are really just for review at this point. Existing coverage are required to be filled. So I'm just going to put NA in these. And then we're going next. Okay, you've taken an application for Plan G. There's the premium. And we're just going to keep skipping ahead. Now here's where your client creates a 4-digit PIN. Okay, so we're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's applicant A only. We didn't have an applicant B. And here are the instructions. So the application ID 31478, and there's the PIN 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll hit next. Okay, so now somewhere there are some errors. We're going to buzz through and try to find those. So as we click through the pages, on page 3 we see this red bubble, and something that's not readily apparent is you can click on this open item and that's going to show you in red. That also lets you navigate, but it's going to show you in red which pages are missing information. So it looks like we've got that they didn't buy our fake account number. So now we've put in a different number and that passed. It's still not a real number, but there's something there they're looking for and I'm not sure what it is. So we're going to press continue. Okay, so now it is signing for the agent, and we have to review each of these items. I have reviewed and agree with the terms expressed in this document. Then we move on to this document, which we review, and as the agent we press that to sign. Then we review this document, press here to sign, and the last one. Okay, so we've reviewed all the documents, we're ready to sign them. So there we go. Okay, so we have an option here. We can sign just like this, or we can just sign using the mouse or trackpad on your computer. Clear the signature. So do it however you like. We're going to put in the city and sign. So I consent. Okay, finish 2 of 3 steps, please continue. So we're going to go up here and press continue. Application will be submitted, no further edits allowed. Are you sure? I'm not sure because this is a fake app and I don't want to throw this over to underwriting right in the middle of AEP. So I'm going to hit no, but that is the final step aside from the phone call. So to sign for the client, you'll have that phone call, they'll put in their 4-digit PIN, and they will need the app ID number. So I hope that makes sense. Sentinel has some training materials on their website if you need further information about how to use this system. But give it a shot if you write Sentinel, and if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks for watching.